From the second largest city in the U.S., Los Angeles, California, we've got football as EA Sports coverage of the NFL is on the air. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the L.A. Chargers. First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. When you talk about the defense for these Chargers, this unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
When they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
To throw, Williams. They'll fire deep, looking for more. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Looking to throw is Williams. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. Here's Bryce Baringer now. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there in the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down. The Chargers at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 43, here's 2nd down at a yard. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, Trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up the first down.
And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Here's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Oronde Gadsden, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do. They've got his man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 39 that time.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
Throwing is Williams. That would almost intercept it, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there. It'll be second down. But you talk about the defense for these Chargers. This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
So we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter. Here's another good example.
So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Throwing again here, Williams. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 45 yards. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Charger drive about to get going.
4-4, their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or they're kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, and yes? Because ultimately, to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
On the ground, this is Amarian Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. T.J. Edwards. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out. And picked up by the Chargers. And his crew will take over with the football at the 35-yard line.
We have seen this before,
and now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. To the air, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
that's one of the dangers of the quick game. If you only have a 2- or 3-step drop, if you don't get the ball to someone open right away, those defenders are right near the line of scrimmage and they can get on top of you in a heartbeat.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
To throw, it's Williams. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31.
On play action, here's Williams. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, You can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Right back to him on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Bears have taken the lead. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
It's not enough. You solid left, but it's not enough. You gotta really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Gain of 14 yards.
3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now a handoff running through the middle. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play.
It was T.J. Edwards who brought him down.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert now. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33.
First and 10.
A good pickup there, 20 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 down at the 33. Justin Herbert looking to pass. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Stopped short of the 25, and that second effort got him a couple extra.
That's a gain of 7.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's over the middle, taken in by Harris. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
3 yards.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here we go on 4th. Herbert. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Chargers take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. big fourth down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on fourth down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
They're on the 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 56 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
They'll go play action here with Williams.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's Williams. Pass caught by Burden.
Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To the air once more, Williams.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Bears have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14.
Chargers 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
4 yards on the
They'll
pickup.
keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chargers going to get the football first here in the second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Nifty move. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together, come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Now it's Herbert. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 16
The catch and run there, good for 16, the first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Here's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. He's across midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 right at the 40. Back to throw here, Herbert. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, it's Hampton. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
The touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the gun, Herbert.
He's into space past the 25.
And finally down at the 9-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Goal to go.
Operating from the gun. Herbert throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hampton. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omari and Hampton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level. It seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw is Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
When you get into the second half of a tie ball game, you start realizing that every play takes on a bigger significance, and this is pretty significant right here. This is where you start putting the pressure on that secondary, and that's a job well done there.
The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 47 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
And the Bears first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
From the 20, here's the 2nd and 9.
Ready, set. Park spoilers. Yeah. Go.
To throw, Williams.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Bears are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
At the 3-yard
Tell you
line.
what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Charger drive about to get going. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
2 yards the loss, second and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Set. 380. Bring it up. 59. Sponge. No.
Out of the gun, they'll run with Hampton. And the defense closes quickly there. They'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a third and long at the outset of this drive. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel.
This will be caught downfield by Moore.
Touchdown, Chicago!
Touchdown.
DJ Moore, 44 yards.
And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
And Howie clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. 2nd and 10.
Cap. Ready.
Herbert. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. Here's Herbert. Well, that'll be incomplete. Boy, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. And no move to get Herbert off the field. They're going for this.
380. Go.
4th down for Herbert. Desperation time. Oh, that is incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. To the air, Williams. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Well-timed effort there by Derwin James. A sack from his safety position. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
To throw, it's Williams. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment and shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure. These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Off the play fake, it's Williams. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Rome Odunze with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bears look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2.
Line up for the 2-point conversion.
Williams going to throw for it. And not able to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
The score, Bears 40, Chargers 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Number 87.
He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
380. Run.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Shamar Turner, never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. From the gun, Herbert on third down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down.
An 8-yard loss.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a party gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage to try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing is Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
That is caught. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from a yard out. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though. Probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. With this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline.
because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Over the middle and caught by McConkey.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here is 3rd and 5.
One last throw here for Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.